Hello and welcome back. This is the first video I've done on the channel where I've done a live voiceover. So currently here I have my microphone that is handy dandy placed right so you can hear me rather well. Originally in the previous two videos I've done voiceovers. I think in my first one you can see that my mouth is moving, but then I opted to do a voiceover. In my second video I then did full voiceover, and now this one I'm doing fully live on the spot. Hopefully that means a lot of stuff I'm talking about is a bit more accurate, because whereas when you're doing it live you can speak your thoughts, but when you're doing a voiceover you do have to go back and think, what was I thinking about back then? To tie a Windsor knot, to tie a Windsor knot you'll first need a tie. So this is a RAF standard issue number 1s Wedgwood black tie, which you wear with your number 1s, your Wedgwoods, your light blues. That is what you're going to want to use to tie the tie with. So start by lifting your collar on your shirt and placing the tie around your neck. Now this is all up to personal preference, because it works both ways. It's just what I'm doing will be mirrored. So I have my thick side on my left side and my thin side on my right side. That is how I'll be tying my tie. Moving on, you then want to go on and start like sizing your tie. Now where I've worn my tie in the past, there are creases, as you can see right there. So I can quite easily tell where I need to tie my tie because I've had it for a while. However, some ties may have stitching, which you can see right, if I can get the lighting right, you can see there's some stitching right there. You can just about see the line. My finger's running along it there. There you go. So that's where you would normally tie your tie. But because my tie is dodgy, and I don't know if this is the same with all the other ties, we're not going to tie it from there. If it is the same with all the ties, just take an educated guess on where you want to begin. So first off, take thick end over thin end. So I think I might place mine about there. I think just above all of this. So we're going to place mine there, maybe smidge lower. We're going to begin by taking I've said begin about 8 times now. We're going to take thick, bring it round and up through the cavity created by the cross of the two halves of the tie. So now we're going to let it fall. Next up, once you've got that done, you want to bring your tie round the back of it, and then hopefully it will end up on this side. So we're going to just put that on my shoulder for the minute. You want to kind of use one hand to hold the knot in place while you tie it. So I've opted to use my left hand. You can use your right hand. Again, it's all up to personal preference. At the end of the day, you still get a Windsor. Then you want to take your tie and bring it through the middle like so. So you can adjust your finger position because it can get in the way a bit. So we've gone and fixed that now. You then want to bring your tie around the front and up through the cavity again. So now our tie's looking like this, and what we have here is a pocket which we can now put the rest of the tie in to then form that Windsor. So in case you just missed that, wrapping the tie around the front created a nice pocket for us to then thread our thick end through. So now that we've done that, we bring it up to our neck. We adjust by pulling the front or the thick part and pinching the bottom of the knot. You can make the knot a bit tighter, a bit cleaner, a bit tidier, and just overall more triangular. And I'm just going to move to the side quick to have a look in the mirror because it's very difficult to use a very tiny look at my screen. So I'm just going to shift over here quickly, get that all in nice and well, and once I'm happy I'm going to move back in front. Now the dress regs say that the end of your tie should reach the bottom of your belt. So I'm not currently wearing my trousers because you don't need to see them, so I've only elected to put on my shirt. So if I jump quickly, you didn't get a good look, but I'm in my joggers. Moving on. So the tip of your tie right there should touch the bottom of your belt if you're in full uniform. But because I'm not, I've just made an educated guess. Anyways, we've done the knot. Now we pop our collar down and job done. Maybe a smidge bit of adjusting to make sure the top of the shirt is hidden, because again, the dress regs say that the top button should be completely hidden by your tie, which mine is. Just gonna move it up again. I'm just using my mirror again. I'm just gonna shift it up and boom. That is a full Windsor knot. Now, before I end the video, what I'm going to show you now is going to save you immense amounts of time in the future. So this is already a commonly known fact, but for some of you newer cadets that may not have worn ties, this is all for you. So it's the end of your parade night, you're knackered, you've been set on parade for ages getting inspected, now what? You lift up your collar again, and instead of just completely undoing the knot, what you want to do is slowly loosen it until the hole is big enough for you to lift your head through. And then what you can do is you can tighten it again to close the loop, and now you can hang it up, you can put it in a drawer somewhere and store it for when you next need it. And then when you next need it, you go ahead and open the loop again, being sure not to fully undo the knot. You pop it over the top of your head, you push it straight up to the top button, tidy it, pop your collar back down, and boom. As easy as that, I'm now fully ready to go back out for another light blues without ever needing to tie my tie. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Any questions, put them in the comments and I will be happy to answer them. And goodbye.